Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Grady. Hopefully we got this port engine repaired and we'll be good to go the rest of the day. But we're gonna kind of get out and do some things we haven't been able to do in about 2 months, and that's go a little bit deeper. It's still hot here in the panhandle of Florida, so we're not sure what we're gonna be grabbing, but we're gonna get out there and see what we can pull up. All right, we made it out. What I'm gonna start out with, I'm gonna throw this free line out like I like to do and just kind of let it sit while I do something else. But I'm gonna start off with this bonita strip. If you've been watching my videos, you've seen me catching a lot of these guys, and this is one of them I made into some strips. And this is 80-pound mono, and this is a 7/0 circle hook here at the end. And I'm just gonna throw this out, and like I said, just kind of let it sit while I throw a jig out on the other side of the boat. Gonna set my drag on the looser side, and this is my Penn Battle 6000, and this is my Talus PX medium heavy rod. Now this jig that I'm gonna be using, it's got this flat head on it. So what that's supposedly gonna do is kind of flutter as it falls, just as the water moves over that flat head. And this is there again, 80-pound mono, and this is my bigger setup. This is my Penn Slammer 7500 and my Talus PX extra heavy rod. So I'm just gonna drop this to the bottom and just kind of slowly work it up and see if this grabs something from the bottom. All right, it's been several hours since you've seen me. I was really having no luck at those deeper spots. I tried chicken rigs on the bottom with small pieces of bonita, big pieces of bonita on the bottom, on my bigger rig, on a Carolina rig, and of course that free line, it was just really getting nothing. So I've moved back in. Now I'm in about 100 feet of water, so I'm a little bbit shallower. I've got some good marks. So I went ahead and threw out the free line with the bonita strip again, and I'm gonna start off with kind of some smaller 3/0 circle hooks on this double drop rig with some small pieces of bonita, just to kind of see if we can grab something on this reef and just kind of start to tell what's on it. It looks like these marks are kind of smaller marks, so if we're lucky, maybe this is vermilion. Our red snapper season, fall season, starts in a couple days, where we get to keep red snapper pretty much every weekend until Thanksgiving. So if we grab one of those, we wouldn't be able to keep them. So I am gonna kind of target these vermilions and lane snappers for the box. And we're getting some bites right off the bat. But I would like to get something bigger. You know, oh, here we go. All right. So yeah, he's still here. All right. So I imagine this is either a vermilion or a triggerfish. I'm not sure. It's not got the greatest pull to him. He is doing a little bit of kind of diving down to the reef, so maybe it is a snapper type as opposed to a trigger. Now we can keep triggers if we find one over 15 inches because they're in season. But yeah, this is kind of giving us a little acting like it's a snapper, but it could just be that trigger once he gets that body turned. Let's see what we've got. 2 triggers. Wow. All right, well, I don't think either one of these are gonna be 15, but at least this is our first fish of the day, and we get 2 of them at a time, so I guess that makes up for our slow day in some respect. But we gotta get these guys on back. All right, here we go again. All right, this might be a single bigger trigger, I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like 2. Yeah, let's see here. Oh yeah, we've got some kind of snapper. Oh man, a red snapper. Oh, this is good news, everybody. And even though we can't keep him, you know, like I was saying earlier, I haven't been out in this Grady in close to 2 months. So I've been quite limited to where I can go in that bay boat. But still, I've been over where I've caught snapper plenty of times. But I have just been, they've been elusive for me this whole past couple months. That's probably the first red snapper I've caught in 3 or 4 months or whatever. So like I said, that red snapper season starts for the weekends coming up in a few days. So That was kind of one of my goals today, is try to find those red snapper again now that I'm back in the Grady. Oh, here we go. All right. Yeah, oh man, he's still here. Geez, I thought he was off for a second. Oh yeah, this one's got a nice little pull to him. Yeah, he's taking out some of our drag. Now this setup that I'm using, this is a Penn GTI 220, and it's an older style reel, but it works really good for this kind of light tackle bottom fishing. And this is my Shimano Talus PX heavy conventional rod. And this is 40-pound braid on here. And this is a 60-pound leader made up with these 3/0 circle hooks. Got a nice little fish on here. That's just a trigger. Kind of hoping it was another red snapper. But this guy's not going to be 15 inches either, so we'll need to let him go. He's close. Yeah, he was about 14 and a half. Oh man, and I just saw a dolphin, so I don't know if he was just passing by or he's gonna kind of start circling the boat looking for an easy meal. So I'm trying to hurry this guy up. This guy doesn't feel that big. He was kind of nibbling on it. And, oh, another red snapper. No, a beeliner. A nice beeliner. We have something for the box. A nice sized vermilion snapper. Let's get him off and get him in the box. So a nice little 12-inch beeliner. They have to be 10 inches, and we can keep 10 per person in my part of Florida. So I'm gonna get him in the box, and I'm gonna take my sword bait knife here, and I'm gonna bleed him. And how I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go up under the gills to one side and just cut that skin right there in the middle. You see how the blood kind of starts to squirt out? That's because it's kind of hard, it's still pumping. And that's gonna get a lot of that bloodline out of it. That just kind of gives you that fishy taste. Oh man, it's so nice to be out on this Grady. I would be kind of falling all over myself if I was in the bay boat in these seas. But it's not uncomfortable at all out here in the Grady. Oh yeah, it's another nice one. Like I said, these aren't the biggest fish out here, but you know, in this light tackle, they put up a nice fight. And you really don't want too big of heavy tackle if you are grabbing beeliners, because their mouths are a good bit tender and you might tear the hook if you've got a heavy rod and a heavy weight and all that kind of stuff. Triggerfish can usually handle it because their mouths are quite tough. Oh man, this has got a lot of weight to it. Just dead weight. I imagine it's just a big triggerfish. What have we got here? Oh man, this is something nice. What have we got? I can't even, oh, is it? Oh, it is a nice trigger. It is a nice trigger. Man, he looked a whole lot bigger out in the water. I don't think he's gonna be our keeper, but let's measure him just to see. You are not 15. You're 13 and a half. So look at his mouth and those teeth there. You got to keep your fingers away from these mouths when you're getting these hooks out. I've accidentally gotten my finger in there, and they can do a number on the tip of your finger. Oh, he had a nice initial kind of spurt to him, kind of giving out here. Snapper will do that sometimes, but this feels like another trigger again. Just kind of more dead weight spinning around and around. I don't know, got had a little run right there. Let's see. Oh, red snapper, just what I was kind of thinking. All right, so more good news for our snapper season that opens in a few days. We'll put this reef on our notes for sure. Now this isn't the biggest one out there. He might be a keeper at 16 inches, but there's definitely bigger ones out here. Nice red snapper, good to see you, buddy. Well, let's see what he measures just to know. Now you pinch the tail, and he was close to 16. I'm not gonna keep him out any longer. Oh yeah, we got one here. All right, so I moved over a little bit on this reef because we were drifting quite a ways from it, and I kind of had gotten on top of it, although we're starting to drift again, but I had gotten a nice bite on that double drop rig that broke it off, so I pulled out the big Shimano Speedmaster with heavier gear, heavier mono, heavier hook, and put a bigger piece of bonita on it, and we've got something decent here. Not a monster, but oh man, what have we got, a red grouper? Yeah, we got a red grouper. Yeah, red grouper love this bonita strips, that's for sure. These are some nice eating fish. They're a little bit out of season themselves too, and they have to be 20 inches. So I'm not sure he would be able to keep anyway, but a nice fish. Nice fish. Let's check this dude out. Would he be a keeper? No, he would just be 17, a little over. So let's go ahead and get this guy back. Oh man, all right, we got him. Jeez, nice one. I had just thought maybe the bonita strip was gone, so I was just gonna reel it in. Man, I think the fish was on here for a couple seconds and I didn't even know it, or maybe even longer. Wow, he's doing a lot of jerking, a lot of trying to get back down. What have we got? Oh, a red snapper. There again, wouldn't be a keeper, but I'm glad to catch him. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh man, this is kind of a good one. I know I say that for every one of them, but they just have some nice pull to them. Really can't tell. It's kind of that dead weight thing again, but who really knows till we get them up. Oh man, another red grouper. Check them out. Nice red grouper. Like I said, they love these bonita strips. If you want to catch red grouper, get you some bonita strips out there, because I've had days where I've been fishing with squid and shrimp and that kind of thing, switched to this bonita strip and just all of a sudden immediately started catching these guys. Oh good, and he popped off real easily. All right, we got a venom. All right, here we go. All right, once again, oh man, this is a good one. It's pretty much a fish every drop. And that's because they're not really monsters. There's a lot of these little guys down here. But since our red snapper not in season, our gag grouper not in season, amberjack are almost in season, but not quite. You know, we're kind of limited to what we can pull up. And I don't want to pull up red snapper and grouper and those kind of things for no reason. Try not to anyway. But look, I get one anyway. But a good little red snapper, probably a little too small, but it's good to catch them. Oh man, oh geez. Oh, I don't know if this double drop rig can handle this one. Oh man, this was just a big snatch at it and run. He's kind of given up a little bit, but man, I was afraid we were gonna get broken off, and we still might, because this is probably the biggest one of the day, or else he's fighting like he wants to be the biggest one of the day. But let's see what he is. What have we got? Oh man, another red grouper. That's why he felt so good. These groupers are gonna put on a much bigger pull for you than some of these other species, pound for pound. All right, let's get this guy vented and back down. Yeah, he wouldn't be a keeper either. All right, nice red grouper. There you go, buddy. Oh, here he is. Okay, here he is. Man, they were just playing with it down there. And all of a sudden somebody said, man, never mind, let me get it. Oh, geez. And he came up and grabbed it. What are you? Another red grouper? Keeper trigger? Beeliner would be nice. We've only got one in the box. I'd like to get a couple of those. Is that what it is? No, red snapper. Red snapper. All right. This guy might be a keeper. Look, barely, maybe barely. But let's get him vented and back down here. What I try to do is go behind this pectoral fin, try to get between those scales, and see you can stick that in there and you'll hear that air come out. There you go, snapper. Oh, don't get the chum. And see, now he can get down. And another one of these snatches, it's just like there was nothing going on, and I was wondering, are we moving around too much? And I looked at the depth finder of the GPS just to see where we are on the reef, and all of a sudden, bam, we are a little ways off. It is taking a little bit longer for these guys to find it, but when they do, man, it's some nice strikes and a nice pull too. All right, what is it? Another red snapper? I would guess. Yeah, another red snapper. All right. All right, we need to go ahead and pack up real quick and get on out of here. As you can see, we've got some storms popping up. I think I've got to follow that boat. I hope not. But anyway, hopefully we won't get too wet. But we had a great day today. You know, it was just a good day to get out here and get on this Grady again. And the bonus was catching those nice fish. But if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss my future videos. So until next time, hope to see you on another episode of Forgotten Coast Fishing.